Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Kyle here, and today I thought I would read you some of my horror stories that me and my friend Kira made together. So, before the quarantine, we were on the bus and we used to write horror stories all the time. So I thought we would read them to you guys. Only one or two. So, let me go get the horror book. Okay. So, we didn't make it into a horror book, but we wrote it in a notebook. So this is the notebook, and okay, so get to it. Okay, it's called Mostly Ghostly. Chapter 1. Deeper and Deeper. Sometimes your trip to summer camp can be your last, not because you never come back, but because you never leave. Just ask Sanjay Kumar. He didn't exactly have the best time at camp. Let me tell you about it. So basically, he came to this exact camp, Camp Champion. But I think the name was different, something like Camp Whispering Lake. Anyway, one day Sanjay was playing hide and go seek in the woods. I know that sounds like a lot of fun, but not till you get lost. And that's exactly what he did. Sanjay found this creepy old shack in the woods, but he thought Jackson and Adam would find him there. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you. This is before he knew he was lost. So he kept walking further and further into the woods and finally found this haunted almost house. That means it's not really a house, but it's haunted. Chapter 2. Haunted. He went inside. All he saw was an old-fashioned fireplace, a picture of some man, and a dresser. When he went in the second room, he saw a piano and a table, but he kept hearing this bouncy sound. It was coming from the first room. He followed the sound. It led him to the dresser. It was sort of hollow, so he pushed it aside. And he saw this small door. He opened it. The sound was definitely coming from there. He was a big daredevil, so he went inside. Chapter 3. Locked. It was pitch black. He felt the walls and the floor before he made any moves. He soon fell into this ditch. Good thing he always carried a flashlight. He turned it on. He backed up immediately because what he saw was going to haunt him forever. It was skeleton bones, and next to it was a photo of the man he saw in the first room. He ran and ran and ran. He finally made it to the door, but it was locked. It was locked. He had no idea how, but he didn't care. All he cared about was getting out of there, but he couldn't. Chapter 4. After 1,000 tries of turning the handle, he gave up. He sat there alone in the darkness. He felt something crawling on his back. He grabbed it. It was a skeleton hand. It was hard to see it, so he turned on his flashlight. Once he finally saw it, he screamed at the top of his lungs. Then he heard footsteps outside. He banged on the door, but instead of someone opening the door, he heard the person sliding the dresser back in place. Chapter 5. 35 years later. Someone removed the dresser, and behind the dresser, they found the tiny door. They opened it. Dun, dun, dun. He finally made it to the door, but it was locked. It was locked. He had no idea how, but he didn't... Wait, I read that. Dun, dun, dun. What they saw was the most horrifying thing ever. It was a boy with his stomach cut open. I think I heard a lady call, "Jackson, come look at this." She called. He heard footsteps coming closer. The man gasped. He realized it was his old friend Sanjay from his old summer camp. It all made sense because there was a flashlight next to him, and everyone knows he carried one everywhere. Also, they never found him at hide and seek, and this was exactly the same camp that they went to when they were little. Then his wife said, "Oh yeah, I remember Sanjay. He was a lot of fun, but it's so sad that he died. He was a good person." Is that story real, or is it myth? Find out yourself. Well, I'm just going to tell you because you can't really find out. It's a myth. We just made it up. So, I hope you enjoyed that story. I think I'll look through this notebook and see. Oh, yeah. Depressed. This is kind of short. I don't think we finished it. Layla's presence Layla's parents staggered down into the basement where Layla slept, with a wine bottle in their hands, pausing every few seconds to take a sip. When they got down there, they threw the wine bottle next to Layla to wake her up. She woke up startled. She saw the broken glass next to her. Her dad yelled at her to get up and get ready for school. Layla got dressed in a sweatshirt and sweatpants. Then she went upstairs and tried to steal some breakfast. She tried to sprint to the counter, but just as she was about to grab some food, her mom slapped her. Her parents told her to walk to school while one of her brothers was chuckling evilly. That's where we left off. I think I could read one more story. I gotta find one. Yes, I love this one. Okay. Hi, I'm Piper, and I'm going to tell you a story that will haunt you forever. I don't think we have a title for this one. Me and my best friend Chloe were camp counselors. Not just any counselors, we were top counselors. Anyway, we were only 16 back then. The next day. One day, we were hiking up the mountain. All we could think about was getting to the top and breaking the camp record. But little did we know, we were being followed. Dun dun dun. By the worst counselor ever, Connor Diaz. He would do anything to be top counselor. When we were halfway up the mountain, we saw the beautiful ocean and decided to take some pictures. When all of a sudden, boom, we got pushed. I only got a glimpse of Connor's face before we died. Now, 40 years later, Piper and Chloe's spirits are still looking for each other in the ocean. Okay, that was all the stories that I wanted to share with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell, give a big thumbs up. Bye.